Hey guys, what's going on? It's your Chief Kinzo. Thank you for tuning in. You know, you're sharing a lot of stories with me in the comments, and I'm very, very grateful for that. You're sharing your point of view, your experiences, and how you view things, or just sometimes your 2 cents. This is beautiful. This is a safe space. So today it's my turn. Today I would like to tell you a story of mine. So make yourself cozy, grab a tea or a coffee, and listen to what I would like to share with you. Chances are high if you're watching this video, you're a gamer, and so am I. And if you know my channel by now, I play a lot of World of Warcraft. I've been playing that game for over 20 years, so it's a huge chunk of my life, looking at me being 29 years now. So I could say that I have spent more time playing World of Warcraft than not playing World of Warcraft while being alive. Isn't that weird? Anyways, where I grew up, it was pretty normal to drink, to party, right? And I do think that this is something that's nothing weird at all, right? Growing up, a lot of us get in touch with alcohol, sometimes drug as well. However, in Germany as well as in where I am particularly from, it was not just normal, it was expected. And I'm not finger pointing right here, but I will get to the story now. So, as I started becoming, 12, 13 years old, I already got to hang around with people older than me, and I already started nipping into some beers, drinking a little bit, having my first cigarette, and you know where this leading to. So we were partying a lot, and growing up, really until my 20s, I was partying every weekend. And it started with some beers, it started with some cigarettes, it went over to smoking some weed, and then it went harder and harder and harder from there. What I want to say is that it went that hard that sometimes we were awake for 3, maybe 4 days, doing drugs, partying, going from one club to the other, back to back, going on an after party, and basically losing a week's worth of life and risking my health. And I wasn't aware of that. I wasn't aware of that until we started seeing best friends of us from our group losing track, being on drugs, being still addicted, losing track of life, and losing everything they had, sometimes even their health. And yes, one time his life. And we just did not care at one point. It was just, this is normal. This is something that goes along growing up here. And me, being the gamer that I am, I really loved World of Warcraft at the time, also as Counter-Strike and some other games. But as I started partying more and more and being interested in getting high, I left the game, of course. So my life was spent going to school somehow, surviving the school days, whatever, coming back, sleeping, and then party. So after a while, I started that something's off. I started that to think that I just could not survive without any drugs. I got addicted. I gotta say how it is. I got addicted. And I didn't want to spend my time not doing drugs. This is something weird, This is something weird because every time my friends and I met up, we wanted to get high, man. This is something, it was crucial. It was part of us. And we were saying this to us. We were saying to us that, hey, that's normal. That's cool. That's who we are. And there was this one friend, after a night's out, he just said, I heard you're playing WoW. And I was like, yeah, I'm on a break right now, don't have time for that. And he said, you know what? Let's screw the night and let's hop into some WoW. And it was, let me recall, I think it was Warlords of Draenor back in the day. It didn't help that I did not like this expansion. However, I joined with this friend and we spent the whole night raiding with another group actually. And we started doing it more and more. We started meeting up in Azeroth more than meeting up to do drugs and party. And the funny thing is, when we were, of course, in Azeroth, there was no drugs or anything else involved. And while we were playing or leveling up alts or whatever, we were having conversations. Real conversations about life, about goals, about getting stronger, about getting better, not just in game, in WoW, but also speaking about private stuff. So the minds shifted from being on party drugs and just going hard all day and trying to impress other people, girls, older guys, to hanging out in a safe space. You know, a lot of people say that your circle is who defines you, kinda. And what this friend did, and I'm so grateful for him, he pulled me out of this. And he wasn't hanging out that much with us to begin with, but he kinda knew what was going on. He pulled me out of this. And he took me into the safe space that Azeroth was, or still is. Now, you could really say, yeah, that's escapism with video games, but you know what? I want to escape from taking drugs. I want to escape from risking my life. So that's why this was a good escape. I really enjoyed it. And you know what? I stayed so much, and I made more friends into that safe space, because the world out there, my circle out there, the influence out there was not healthy for me. It was not healthy for me. And you know what? I made so many friends along the way in Azeroth. So many smart people. People that are enjoying life. People that are enjoying progression. People that have purpose. And that sounds funny. But you know what? I enjoyed it, and it really, really saved me. It really, really saved me, because from then on I understood that it's not about going hard, it's not about doing drugs, it's not about impressing other people. It's about enjoying the moment with people. It's about having conversations, deep conversations with people. It's about working on something together. And World of Warcraft kind of offers that, right? And back in the day it was even more, because the game was more social than now. So we had the chances to work together, to form a group, to do stuff together, you know, to experience this world together. And the friend moved away, actually, after a while. And you know what? I still text him every day. We still see each other, whether it would be hardcore, whether it would be retail, or now in Limix. And more friends. Guys, I just wanted to share this story with you. It was on my mind. This is not a high effort video. This is just a classic YouTube commentary where I just want to share some stories, some thoughts, just what is going on in my mind. So I really, really hope that you could take something out of this story for yourself to adapt, or maybe to take a thought with you. And I would really, really hope that whatever you're doing in life right now, that you will be successful, and that you will learn from other people, and that you will choose the right path. Anyways, thank you so much for listening today. I'm gonna call it a day right here. Leave a comment with your experiences. Leave a comment in which way, not just World of Warcraft, but gaming might have saved you. I would really be happy to read through your experiences and to have some conversations with you.